I don't think it will be. Let's see. So let me tune into YouTube. Go ahead and say something.
Nope. You hear me good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you good now. There's okay. Oh yeah, bam. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. You remember how Google Hangouts used to work? Where
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, let me turn this down. Let me turn myself down. Yeah, okay. There we go. But yeah, you remember how Google Hangouts where it used to switch and everything like that when you start talking and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this right here does. It
Oh,
switches
okay.
between everybody talking. That's pretty dope, man. That's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
dope. You know,
So it
I
don't.
look.
It don't do the split screen no more.
No, it's just like when you're talking and
Oh, okay.
everything like that. So when the more you talk, and then it'll go ahead and switch. So
Oh,
like if you're
okay.
talking, it's gonna go ahead and switch to you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So and it's pretty dope, man. I mean, it's pretty clear.
yeah. Exactly. Let me find somewhere to put this drink at.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get to this.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta get some of this.
Uh,
Get some of this
yeah,
logic juice.
I hear that. I need to go get me some because I got a whole bunch of it in the I got some Corona. But anyway, man, since we live, man, you know what I'm saying? We sitting here doing all this idle talk and everything like that. What's going on, man? As you all know, you can see the title of this video, the police brutality protest. What are you all's thoughts? So I just wanted to know everybody's position. If you are against this or you think that it's mostly whatever, mostly the black folks are acting crazy, or if it's both sides. I mean, whatever view that you have, we can go in here, we can discuss it. We ain't gotta agree with it. Y'all know how I do over here. You know, do y'all feel like the president should he have done something? Should he have spoken out sooner? The cop that held his knee down on George Floyd, what was his intentions? Was he acting in accordance to uh, the police protocol, so to say? Or is there another question? Is there like an agenda against black people? Are we just overreacting to certain things, or should we just, you know, whatever you think? Because I mean, there's so many thoughts, so many ways that people look at everything. You see, I got my boy Jumongi here. You know what I'm saying? I had to invite my brother, and now plus I got some other people that's I'm probably gonna call. Yes, on MKT Versity, we finally have video calling now. So I'm gonna drop the number, when I'm ready to open up the phone lines. If I get some people on here, without further ado, Jumanji, what the hell is going on, man? What is your views on this whole entire situation that's going on? You can start with George Floyd if you want to, or you can start with the other stuff that happened, because that what I believe is the real reason as to why people are protesting, because all this other stuff every single week we heard of what somebody attacking, well, accusing a black man of harassing or threatening him at the park, and then
Mm.
there was another one.
Uh, Shoot, it's been a bunch of them, man. People, all these Karens and Dickies and Sue Ellens and all this stuff, man. All this stuff is going crazy, man. As far as the protests, it depends on who's doing it and the title the news gonna give it. You know what I'm saying? When they out there with the machine guns in front of the Capitol, uh, you know what I'm saying? And you got certain people flipping over cars. What was that? What was that doggone? When the dude throws a car to the crowd, they had the outright and all the other people out there
You
fighting
talking
and
about
stuff.
Charlottesville?
Yeah, was that
Yeah.
called loot? Was that called looting, or was that a what was that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna put the camera on us and call it the worst possible thing to deflect from what's really going on.
Yeah.
Actually, what I heard is they've been sitting agents out there to do this stuff, man. Like a white person was out there with a suit on when that police building caught on fire. They
Yeah,
say
yeah.
they seen a white person out there running away from that building,
Yeah.
set on fire, and then he had a police uniform on. So you
Yeah.
never know, man. It's like they infiltrate stuff to make us look bad. You got white supremacists out there protesting with us. Now, you know, they're not protesting for us, but I mean, you can
No.
go and infiltrate to put a different scenario out there.
So do you think that some of them were actually waiting for something like this to happen? Why could, when they was having those coronavirus, that coronavirus protest, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Can we compare the two? Like, can we put those two side by side? Like, why did they not go ham on the government? Some of them, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they did. They went to the doggone thing with the machine guns. You went to the doggone government
Right.
building with the machine guns. And
Yeah, they
then,
went. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I'm talking about the looting part. That's what I'm
Newport.
talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Well, the thing is, as I said, as far as us, we started protesting peacefully,
Mm-hmm.
but then, again, you have white supremacists out there protesting with us.
Yeah, got you.
What are they out there for? Then you're wearing masks. So I mean, if I want to infiltrate something and put a bad thing on there, I go out there with a mask and just start tearing stuff up. And I know the news people is reporting, and then I'll leave, and we out there stuck looking like we did it.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen Don't Be a You ever seen that movie called Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember that
yeah,
movie.
yeah. Where the brothers went to the liquor store and they like hurried him by, and the white dude went in and shot the whole store up. And he just walked
Mm-hmm.
out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm saying right now. Now I know they got opportunists out there. You know, homeless people are, knuckleheads out there waiting to take a TV. But for the most part, man, we don't do stuff like that when this happens. We out there protesting peacefully, man. Once
Yeah.
once stuff start going up, then you know what I'm saying. That's when we start
Let, let,
turning.
let's talk about the cop. Let's talk about the cop. Let's talk about that. Because I mean, we're gonna focus on George Floyd. We're gonna kind of bounce around a little bit throughout all these. Let's talk about the cop. What were your thoughts when you first saw the video?
Oh, I haven't even watched the video, man. I just
You
seen.
haven't seen the video. I
No, I
wish
haven't.
I had one that was like saved, like really
Mm-hmm.
on here. Um, Hold on a second, because I'm sending stuff to my. I should have been did this, but me getting distracted a little bit. Let me send this. I'm sending this other thing to my. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. Last thing I watched was Aubrey getting shot, and that was too much for me, man.
Yeah, yeah. It's real tough, really, even looking at some of this stuff because of the craziness. You know, the good stuff is really on. Some of the good stuff is really on Facebook. That's when they have.
Mm.
I won't say it's good because nothing about it's good, but when they have the good when it
Yeah,
comes to
yeah,
trying to show this stuff. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I got to say that because you never know, somebody might tune in and say, "Oh, he's saying that this stuff is good." I'm telling you, man, people, man, they something else.
Yeah.
Everybody's sensitive right now and everything like that.
Hmm.
But you just probably seen like pictures though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I seen the pictures of the guy like on his knee. I seen the still of the guy on his knee and down there, and they videotaping him, and he got
Yeah,
this look on his face like he's happy what he's doing. But I have not watched the whole video. No.
yeah. Um, okay, I think this is it. All right, 2020 has just been like crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man.
All
This year
right.
down history books.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Yeah, shut.
All right, so let me share my screen. Here we go. All right. All right, can you see that? You see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I see it. Yeah.
All right, you see where it says I don't want YouTube Premium. Go away. Okay. All right, this is the video. Oh, let me turn the sound on. Probably can't hear that. Why is the sound going in and out? You can't hear that. You can't hear that, can you?
No, I can't hear that.
Yeah. I wonder what will happen. Or is it? It's the police body cam must be that's going out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I can hear.
it was the police body cam that was doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see there, see all of it. See, they cut down the sound now. You see that?
Mm.
Isn't that something else?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they cut the sound out, so you can't
Yeah,
hear.
it's crazy.
There it is. You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's him talking. Yo, hold up. You hear that dude? His accent. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't that sound like them to Django or something like that? You know how those white folks are talking?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't it sound like that? You hear that mess in his voice?
Yeah, yeah.
That's this cop's ancestors talking, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And somebody saying get up to is who's saying get up to?
Listen, who is this talking? And look at this dude. They just standing there. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, what are they waiting on? Honestly.
Well, they being a lookout. I mean, they want to like sneak this cop from the back. But this Chinese dude's on the look. I don't know if the Chinese dude, but he the lookout. That cat's the lookout.
And
Damn, man.
this is the moments leading up to that.
That's crazy, dude. And he knew exactly where to put his knee at too.
Yeah, exactly. There might not be any sound on this one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, all you hear is dude that's holding the camera saying something. That's all I hear.
Yeah.
And yeah, him saying he can't breathe. So I don't think there's really too much to hear.
But my thing is this: what in the world were they waiting on? Why were they like holding him like that? You know what I'm saying? Let me speed this up a little bit. This is the security video that shows the moments. Okay, where they get them from? I think they got them from. Okay, yeah, they pulled him out the car. They see the squad car pull up. Okay, now he's sitting against the building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's sitting. Yeah.
Yeah. And where's that cop at? Did he pull up yet? The one that had his knee on his neck.
Oh, he's not even near.
No, he's not even there yet.
Oh, I thought he was the initial cop, so he just pulled up, rolling the smoke.
That's the thing. And I mean, actually, all right, this I've looked at this video before, but it's like one of the things when you're talking to somebody else when you a certain thing, other things pull, jump out at you. And my thing is like he here unless he was inside the store now. He could have been inside, but we'll see in a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where this dude come from. But you see, they pulled him out of the car though. That's the thing. Hmm. What's that? Okay. And that was more than enough to handle this situation.
Exactly. 3 people and you in handcuffs? If they was planning on letting him go, if they wasn't gonna plan to let him go, they could took him down to the doggone precinct. Now, if you handcuffing him and letting him go, you don't need to do all that.
Yeah,
If you was planning on arresting him, you ask them all that stuff in the doggone thing.
yeah,
But they wanted more than that.
yeah. I'm not even seeing the other. Is that him? Hang on.
It's probably him walking up right there.
Is that him? So where did he come from? Or is that him back there?
Yeah, he got that mask on. You can't really see.
Yeah. Where's the Chinese cop at?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what was he doing for 4 cops to roll up like that?
They said he had a counterfeit. Some I think from what I've heard that he had a $20 bill that was counterfeit.
Yeah, but I mean that takes 4 cops. They must have said this was shaped like Incredible Hulk or something. How did they describe this dude where it take 4 men to come in there? They say he had a gun or something? Because I mean, normally the report, the call to the dispatcher gonna really tell how many cops need to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that thumbnail still on here? I'm sorry. I had this crazy behind thumbnail. I need to change that
Oh, with
when
the
I get
water?
ready. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I gotta change that mess, man. Y'all, I apologize for that. I really gotta
Oh
change that.
shit.
Yeah. I really gotta change that mess. Let me see
But
if
hey,
this video right here has something.
where it goes with they looting water.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you see that they said police were called for forgery, according to their department. So there was another. Like, why it? Let me hold on. And that's my thing. It was the way that they have him seat, laying on the ground next to to the squad vehicle. It's like nobody can't see him really, unless So it's kind of like he's close up under the vehicle, but I mean, it's like one of those things you're like, what's going on with them? But you have to really look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure, they did hear him yelling, I mean, screaming and everything like that. But
Yeah.
it's just as though like people did not really know what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just. I'm just thinking about my reaction. Like if I was riding by, and let's say if I'm coming from that other street where that white car is,
Mm-hmm.
and you're seeing a cop car there, you're seeing all of them right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things that you kind of look, until you have to actually look at it. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you thinking that the cop that there's not an actual crime that's going on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You think that is have him on the ground, but
yeah,
still, like, why do they even have him like this? That's my thing.
yeah. And did that cop have body cam on, the one that's on his neck?
Yeah, I haven't looked that up yet. You know,
Yeah, he's like they took the body cam off. Yeah, he's trying to hide it behind there.
yeah. And I
Yeah, it's
mean, my thing
crazy.
is, okay, if he was resisting, why is there no struggle trying to get him to stop resisting right now? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you've got him once the suspect is on the ground. Okay, the threat is over with. You know?
Okay, well, when you that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to black people and other people, the words mean something different. When it comes to a black person resisting, that's simply talking back.
Yeah.
Anybody else resisting me, I'm actually getting forced to the police. So me, if the police pull me over and I'm talking back, because that's resisting to them.
Mm,
So I could be in handcuffs still talking back. I'm resisting
yeah.
because nigga, you need to shut up. Like I'm talking. You recognize who I am? You talking.
Right.
Like you're not supposed to talk. You're not supposed to look me in the eye. You resisting by you looking me in the eye, nigga.
Yeah.
So it's resisting to them when you say that it depends on who's the person that is resisting because the words can be switched up a little bit and the symmetry, the semantics of it.
Hmm.
He's not resisting when you look at what he's doing. He's on the ground in handcuffs with his hand behind his back. How are you resisting? But he's still talking.
Right.
So to them, that's resistance. I remember my mom said that. She was in a police car and she was cussing him out. And the dude said, if you don't be quiet, I'm gonna take you in these heels and beat your behind, and I'm gonna tell him you resisted arrest.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Dang.
she was cussing him out.
Mm. Let me keep going. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yo, you heard that right?
No, what did he say?
He said he told her because he had somebody with him.
Uh huh.
Floyd, somebody was riding with Floyd
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah. It
the
was a couple of
car,
people. Yeah.
and so he gonna go over there and just tell him, "Don't worry, we're getting an ambulance for your buddy." And what would be your thoughts right then? And like, like what the world? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you
but
like you helping somebody out. Oh, I'm supposed
yeah,
to thank you.
yeah, exactly. That would what I would have said. But the thing is that it's so tough because the minute I bet you his friend would have got out of that car, that's when it would have turned into they probably would start shooting it, knowing
Yeah,
them.
because what I heard is they pulled up and had gun. It was the other people that had guns, and the people on the other side. I don't think he was even driving, but the other people said, "Can we get out?" They had him at gunpoint.
Mm. All right, keep moving.
That's what I'm saying. He was a lookout, Asian person lookout, because
So
he hold
8
everybody back.
minutes, huh?
Yeah, the Asian person was lookout because he there to basically keep people off this man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's he had on his knee on his neck for 8 freaking minutes.
yeah, and I mean, there's a certain artery that can go to your brain, put you to sleep, and he probably knows that artery.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put his knee on the right spot,
Yeah.
and then you look at him, he's like pressing down on it.
Yeah. So are you on Facebook?
Uh,
You don't
no,
get on
no,
Facebook no more.
no,
Okay,
y'all
it's a
don't.
good thing because there's even people that I've walked with
Uh-huh.
used to, I'm gonna say, but I look at them in a different light now
Mm-hmm.
after seeing this stuff that just went on.
Yeah.
Would you believe that there are actually people that are saying that he should have been able to breathe
Mm-hmm.
because how big our noses are?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Some of some of that stuff be trolling.
Yeah, yeah,
They
just
really
recent.
they don't believe that, but it's to get a rise off you because it's like
Yeah.
after all your justification is gone, you got to
Hmm.
resort to foolishness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, every case we could find a reason the Batman got killed, but this case we can't find none. So let's just go in and act retarded.
Right.
Kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like when you have a debate or something and the person's losing. It's like all out logic out of it. But I'm just gonna say stuff now to throw you off
It's
your
called,
argument.
yeah, what they call that? Grabbing for straws, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they call that. Let
yeah,
me switch
straw,
back
yeah,
up.
straw man, yeah,
Yeah, let me switch back up to this. Let's see. Uh, how do I get back to my
yeah.
screen?
I mean, because your nose is pretty much it's your oxygen has to get through to your nose and your mouth. If it's blocked, it can't get through there. So that argument is stupid enough already.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, even watching that video, that man sitting on his neck for 8 minutes, what that looks like, um, because what it looks like is that this guy was pretty much telling person camera, that doesn't do nothing to me, and I'm gonna stay here longer because you're filming. I'm gonna show
yeah,
you that camera doesn't do nothing to me. I was gonna get up, but because you're filming,
hmm,
I'm just gonna stay here longer. You know what I'm saying? It's like a
yeah,
child or like somebody you telling them to move. They was gonna move, but since you told them to move, they gonna fold their arms, stand there longer. They was gonna turn around and move until you said something, and to show you that you're not the boss of me. I'm gonna just stay here longer. That's what it looked like. It looked like he stayed there to prove to the person who's filming that go ahead, film me. I'm looking right into the camera.
yeah, yeah. You're exactly right. So there's so much going on with it. So I mean, like, is it? Can it be justified that people are going off how they are going off? Is that justified?
I think because okay, look at the history, man. When we peacefully protest, what do they do to us on Selma?
Man, shoot, they just start automatically throwing out tear gas and everything like that.
Yeah, we was peacefully marching arm in arm. We shall overcome, and marching
Yeah,
peacefully. They sent the police in and beat our ass to death.
yeah,
Um, so peacefully protesting. I mean, I understand. I don't believe in stealing anything, breaking a couple of windows because all those corporations got insurance. You know what I'm saying? Those are legal. They got insurance. So they're
yeah,
gonna file it out tomorrow. Now going there stealing stuff, that's stupid to me. Those to me are like opportunists. Those are people that will actually you drop $1 on the ground. Those are the type of people you have some shoes on your front porch. They'll come to your front porch and take the shoes just to take them. You know what I'm saying? Those
hmm,
people care less about a black man dying, a white man dying. They care less about their mom dying. They'll kill their mom for a crack rock. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
you want to know something?
yeah.
Because I'm going down my timeline now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you remember they said that Donald Trump said that he spoke with George Floyd's family.
Mm-hmm.
He tweeted that. How about fact checkers is hitting that up?
He spoke with him.
He said, okay, I don't. This is just I'm just looking at these images I got on my face. So it says it's a tweet from Donald Trump at 8:25 on 29th of May. That's when it says, "I spoke with George Floyd's family. Their voices told me they were honored to hear from me. I told them that I don't want to see another black man die by a knee to the neck. too painful. There's better ways to die. No way is good, but that way was very bad. I don't know how true that is or not.
Well, he did talk to him, but the brother said that when they talked to Trump, they didn't even get a chance to talk. So he
Right.
did
Let's check
talk
out.
to them. Yeah, he talked to them, but he didn't listen. He said it's like they was being rushed off the phone. So yeah, no, it's true. He talked to them, like me and you.
Yeah.
You give me a chance to talk, and you chance to talk. Trump didn't do that. So yeah, he told the truth about talking to them. Yeah, I could talk to you, but they said they didn't have a chance to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, yeah, he did a little what do you call that?
Yeah.
Little PR. But yeah, as far as letting them speak, because he ain't trying to hear what they talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. And so then, okay, now I'm reading further. It says, George Floyd's brother, um, Philanese, I believe that's how you spell pronounce his name. He said on his conversation with President Trump, says it was so fast he didn't give me the opportunity to speak. It was hard. I was trying to talk to him, but he just kept like pushing me off, like I don't want to hear what you're talking about. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, and this is my thing. I've got people that I do know that do support the president and everything like that. But how I just do not understand how you can still support a person who is like once again who's not this shows that how competent he is for the position. You know what I'm saying? Something that happens like this, in order for you to make an impact or change the way people feel about you,
Mm-hmm.
when you get on the phone and talk with this man
Mm-hmm.
about his family member that he lost, you're supposed to put all that aside and talk to him. Like it's supposed to be an inspirational talk. Okay. It's supposed to be something that's going to be impactful, because that further helps you on many levels. It helps change things a little bit. No, it helps get people to see that, okay, you're actually for the people
Mm-hmm.
or you're for, our people at that. But
Mm-hmm.
nah, he just rushing this man off the phone. He's like, it's just like he don't even want to talk to him or even want to know the real or really what he's feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, see, the
Probably
thing
didn't
is,
even want to even call him probably.
but the thing is, um, Donald Trump wasn't expecting a 2020 to come in his presidency because 2020, this has been a bad year for the president. Economy crash. He got impeached. Doggone pandemic. He
Yeah,
wasn't built for this. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah,
built for he's built for other people doing his job for him, tweeting. He's not built to solve issues. He got money for other
yeah.
people to do that for him. So when stuff come up like this, he don't know how to deal with it.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So yeah, he 2020 was not in his contract as he was not expecting this to happen. He expected to fly by on his hatred of Obama. He expected to fly by 4 years on what do you call that? Campaigning against Obama.
Yeah. Let
Yeah.
me see if I can get this phone working real quick. Call see Ron Netter real quick. Let me see. It's the moment of truth right here. Let me
Hmm.
see if I can get them on. You hear that?
Yeah, yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
dialing?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, I hear it.
Find a way to take that right there down while somebody talking, man. You want to hear that? But I'm new at this.
Mm.
Call Daryl Wildberg next. See what he got going
Shit. Yeah, Robert was like, what about the black on black crime?
on.
Or he'd be like, yeah, but there's a problem out in the Bible and see Jehovah Witness. You ain't no return to Jehovah.
Yeah, shoot. That's some funny stuff right there.
Mm. And you go through.
You still on?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for a minute.
Yeah. That's another thing. I don't even know if he can hear me. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, that's pretty weird. Hang on a second, man. Let me go back to this.
Yeah, your volume went out. Yeah, you probably gotta fix your volume. You can't hear. You see your lips move, but you can't hear you.
Hey, Jumongi, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
All right, I got my man's on. Yo, say something. Say something. Wait, what's your real name, man? I can call you CR Netter, man. I be forgetting your real name, man. Can you hear that, Jumanji?
A little bit.
A little bit.
And you know what? I'm about to take this off the TV because it's delayed on the TV and it's
Yeah, it's gonna be a delay on the TV anyway. Okay. Okay. Did you try to get the app?
yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, hold on, let's hold a second. Jumanji, can you hear that right there?
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
Okay, that's good because I got the phone close to the mic, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What you got to say, man? What's your views on this whole entire situation?
Well, first of all, I want to say, I know a lot of people is upset about what's going on about the rioting and everything, but we have to go back into history and realize that that has been done to us plenty of times. I can name 5 places that have been burned to the ground by racist white people.
Yep.
One of the places is actually where I stay at, Toledo, Ohio. We had a strip full of nothing but black-owned businesses. It was pretty nice. You know, we didn't have to go to any other community to shop at. You know, we shopped in our community. But to make a long story short, a situation had happened to where a white Caucasian lady was shopping in the area, and she said 2 young black guys had robbed her. So when the police came, the first young black dudes they seen, they harassed, and they ended up shooting one of the young brothers and killing him. So we we had a Black Panther location on Door Street, and so when that happened, the Black Panthers they took action and they ended up killing one of the police officers. So after they killed the police officer, they came through the neighborhood that night and they burned up all the businesses, they burned up all the houses over there. Only thing they didn't do was drop bombs like they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and in New Jersey, Memphis. You know,
Yeah.
those are just to name a few. So when we get into crying about other places being burnt or we burning places down, hey, listen, at the end of the day, half of that stuff we burning down, we paid for it through tax money anyway. You know what I'm saying? They done came through here and burned up a lot of stuff up in our community. And we still couldn't rebuild from that. These corporations, we doing them a favor. They getting insurance money off of that. And guess what? They're going to build even bigger after that. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's kind of, to me, I look at it on two different levels. We can't get our point across by doing that. But we have to be careful because we're putting ourselves in danger and to protect the little, the stuff that we have left, they can come and just burn everything down that we have as well. And one thing we don't want to do is start a war when we're not ready for that right now. I think more so we should get organized and go forward instead of just, being rebellious and just going without a plan. We not gonna get nowhere with that.
Right. My thing is, we see everything going on, but what's after this? What are the solutions? Where are we gonna go to next? What is our plan? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think the government is gonna change nothing after this. I mean, I still think that they're not gonna change anything. So what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's gotten so tough because from what I heard, he just had a counterfeit $20 bill. How many times do we all check the money that we have to see if they're counterfeit or not?
Exactly.
But I mean, regardless of that, man, a counterfeit $20 bill, and you've got to do all that. I can see if this man had the whole block held up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't even like that.
Right.
That
it's kind of crazy, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
It's crazy because there's other incidents that actually happened prior to our brothers being killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the two brothers that got killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They got dismembered. And their body got tied to cinder blocks and thrown in the river. And 6 days before that, they were supposed to be buying a gun off of Craigslist from this organization, and come to find out the organization was part of an Aryan Nation group. So Caucasian Aryan Nations guys and it was 3 dudes and 2 women. They kidnapped these 2 brothers, killed them, cut their bodies up, and threw them in a river down there. And this happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a week before our brother got killed.
Wow.
And see, a lot of people don't know about that. A lot of people don't know about the 2 brothers, the 2 sisters that are missing in Atlanta. And they think it has something to do with a racial group that took these 2 women. So it's war out here, and like you said, what are we gonna do when this is done? When everything is said and done, what's the end result? What do we want out of this?
Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Like where are we gonna go to next? You know what I'm saying? But also too, what me and Jumongi were talking about earlier was there was who started the AutoZone. Who came in on that? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't actually hear
Hold on
about
a second.
that.
Let me bring myself back on. Jumongi, you want to talk about that real quick about the AutoZone thing? Because you knew a little bit about that.
The AutoZone.
Did you hear about the AutoZone? Like who that it was an actual cop that started the because you know
Oh yeah,
they
yeah.
burnt down that AutoZone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most, I mean, they're infiltrating, and even though there's a white supremacist there was a white supremacist website that mobilizing them to go out there.
It's obvious when you see them because, by us, being from our communities, we can spot it undercover. You see what I'm saying? So, we actually had a gathering here yesterday. It didn't turn out so well, but my brothers and sisters here, they kind of things that could have been done different. It was organized by some Muslims, so I felt like it could have been done a lot more. It could have been a little bit more cut and raw. It was more so, the old kumbaya, we should overcome thing, and man, we're not getting nowhere with that. We get the same results,
Yeah. 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 So one more thing, what we just read, I know you heard that earlier. What do you think about what the president said? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
that conversation.
as far as like when he was talking about how beautiful the city that city is, and they shouldn't be burning and doing that.
No, what he said was he said his family was honored to hear from him. But then when you actually go to the actual tweet of the person that he conversed with, he said he didn't give him a chance to actually talk to him. He never did say that he was honored to hear from him.
Oh, you talking about the brother that actually passed away? That actually got killed by the police.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a conversation with with a brother of mine about that too. Trump. We gotta realize our country is being ran by a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not going to, there's some things he's going to be for, some things he's not going to be for, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And there's some things where he's going to go into action and play the actor he is, and there's some things he's going to, go into and play the president role, So, I just feel like all of that was BS to kind of pacify our feelings. You see what I'm saying? If you notice, they do that a lot. They do that a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
We forgot about the woman that went inside the brother's apartment and killed him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's pent up energy. That's and I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's some things that they didn't go off like they should have went off, because that was completely
right.
That was completely I can't even get the words to explain that. You know what I'm saying? That was uncalled for, big time.
Yeah, and I feel as though they got to the family before some real brothers and sisters got to that family, and they got in their ear and they pacified that whole situation. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do with the brother that just got killed by the police. They're trying to get to the family first and pacify the family, so they won't, because it starts with the family. You see what I'm saying? If the family they ready to start war, we right behind them. But if the family on some kumbaya, peaceful, you know what I'm saying? It kind of defeats the purpose, So you know how we are when we see that. When we see who you riding for, we like forget you. You with them now. You know what I'm saying? So we just leave that whole situation alone, because that's what happened when the brother got killed by the police officer. We seen that his family was more so trying to protect the criminal than trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring the actuality out that they actually murdered and sacrificed. And that's one thing I want to get on too, man, about, if I can, talk about what's been going on with us being killed, because we think it's murders and everything, but it's beyond murders, man. Because it's spiritual right now, so we're being sacrificed.
Yeah.
When you go back and you look at the history of our ancestors that were being hung from trees, burnt, and you just look at those pictures and how the way they, were picnicking and smiles on their face, and it was a gathering. It was a family gathering, and when you look at the history of sacrifices, that's how it is. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do when you sacrifice somebody. So we ain't been getting murdered. We been getting sacrificed.
Hey, but you know what some people say, that they try to justify that by saying that that we had slavery in Africa. I've heard that, they say Mansa Musa had 400 to 500 some slaves. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was doing it, then we just picked it up.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
History is history, and facts is facts. So one thing I will say, you did have slaves, but see, it was a different.
It wasn't child. I think it's called what, the slavery, the type that they have is that they brought us into was what called chattel slavery. Is that right, Jumongi? Was that the kind of slavery they called?
Chattel slavery.
Yeah, that's the kind they had. We didn't do that over there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that.
Right.
But you see, that's what they bring to the table when you converse with them, or bring this topic up. They come with, oh, well, y'all had slaves then, y'all did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, people use the word slavery in a whole different form. See, back in the day, slavery was cheap labor. You see what I'm saying? It was considered cheap labor.
If you didn't have no place to stay.
Yeah, he didn't have slavery. He didn't have slavery. He had labor. He had cheap laborers. But see, my thing is, they were taken care of. You see how we are right now, how we live, and we comfortable and everything?
Yeah.
We slaves, and I don't care what nobody say. Right now, we're being governed over someone that, you know what I'm saying, that controls our life. If we do something wrong, we go to jail. The same he had an organization back in the day. He had a community. It wasn't like they was locked up in dungeons. They had houses. They left and they went as they pleased. They worked. They had days off and all of that. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But when an Arabic came in, the Arabic took that part of the labor out of it. The natural living, you know what I'm saying? The way that they were living, they took that out of it. They just made straight slavery out of that. And people gotta realize the Arabic enslaved Africans before any other race on this planet. It started with the Arabic.
Word.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it ended up in close to the Indies. One of the biggest places where we had slave trades at was Jamaica along that coast. That was one of the, and Brazil. Brazil was one of the worst slave trade marks there.
And you see, a lot of people don't even know this, man. You know what I'm saying? Right, so this is some good information, man. I got to get you back on here sometime. I got about 2 other people that got to get in. They got to get in, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure, man. So yeah, we're gonna get up and do a video, real soon. Cause I mean, we never did do a part 2 of our other collaboration, man.
Yeah, exactly. And then maybe we can answer some questions, for some of our brothers and sisters that don't have this knowledge.
Yeah.
And give them the correct knowledge, because it's out there, but you got to be delicate and careful about it, because a lot of people are giving you false. They give you something that's been regurgitated for somebody else. But yeah, man, anytime you're ready, just let me know. But I'm still about to tune in, because I'm like I said, I'm stationary right now, so I'm about to watch the video. You want to call me back or anything? I'm gonna be available.
All right, then. Yeah, he ready. Hey, Jumongi, he got them guns ready, man. Hey, when we were talking about that coronavirus, man, we should have had him on there.
Yeah.
I got some opinions about that. I wouldn't say more opinions. I would say facts more than anything, because, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that we are looking at. When it first came out, but when they seen who was it affecting more, they started opening it up things slowly and surely.
Yeah, exactly.
You got targets, man.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah. But anyway, man, we'll get up though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, man. Peace and love to you brothers, man. Like I said, I'm about to continue on.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, hotel. Yeah, Jim, I just want that. You know, I said I had to do that video with a hotepper, and some
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Some
Well, I
people,
mean, yeah, he was kicking that game, man. There's some good
yeah,
stuff right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. Shoot, that's how I want to flow, man. You know,
yeah,
I know a little bit of something, man, but I ain't like that. You know,
yeah.
I ain't long winded.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
I ain't long, even though I do say I get long winded at times, but I
yeah,
don't know. You
yeah.
know, but
He
yeah, yeah, he's got that flow going on, man.
he take you from the
Yeah.
history of A to Z, right?
Oh, shoot, man. Got that, or a lot of people they see this as having a hubris of knowledge. You know, they say a lot of XJW. You know, he used to be in the Watchtower and stuff. But
Okay.
if you, yeah, yeah. With people they say we have a lot of hubris. Sometimes I've heard that terminology before. That's the new thing that's going out.
Well, I mean, that's how we train. We gotta go. We gotta what do you call that? We gotta bury people with knowledge, man. When we go to their door. I mean, sometimes we gotta talk about stuff they don't know to really throw them off track. But we gotta come with hubris knowledge.
Yeah. I gotta find a way I can turn the doggone phone thing off, man. 'Cause that's just annoying. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be sitting
Yeah.
up here talking, and next thing you know what I'm saying? This thing going on. Hold on a second. Wish the way you can turn that sound off. You know what I'm saying? We through that. That them old timing stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the old timing stuff. Let me just do
Hmm.
this real. Well, I tell you what, maybe I can just mute myself real quick.
All right. Yeah, I can see the chat a little bit. I'm watching it on the on YouTube app, but I can't really see the chat on the thing. So I have to watch it on the oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. Never mind. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, yeah, you muted now. Can't really hear you no more.
What's
Good afternoon. How y'all doing?
going on? What's going on? Jumongi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't
Yeah,
hear you from.
can you hear True A&R?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he on, man. Look, man, this if it weren't for him, man, you know what I'm saying, I'll be like in a different place right now, man. You know, I'll still be probably getting into another church. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is like the the sage that brought me out of the out of darkness, so to say. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
What's go? Go ahead.
We were all captured, man. I just had to pose questions that you never heard before that were posed to me that I never heard before. That's all.
Yeah. So, man, we've been putting off big time for us doing a video together, man. You know, because he had some time with the with Tony Morris's group. You know what I'm saying? He had some time with him too. You know, he got a lot of stuff, man. Did you believe they tried to get him to quit his job?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, man, what's your take on this whole entire situation, man? What's your take on it?
I mean, we talk and we've had conversations in private. I go into other people's box and I see how they think. So I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. All I know is if I see a segment of our community, a segment of America that's been preparing for war, I'm like, I'm going to stay prepared myself, you know?
Yeah.
if they see the decline of this country and they're concerned about it, I should be declined about it as well, because I mean we're all on the same ship. The problem is I see we have too many people that are stuck in these boxes and they don't see what's going on and prepare. If you're a part of the segment that is used to getting control, entitlement, and everything that's basically here is designed and exists solely for you. I mean, states were not considered states until basically white Americans colonized it, you know. So I mean, I don't sugarcoat it anymore, you know. That officer that was out there, I mean, he was scared. He basically got his training mixed up and froze. I mean, he used a jiu-jitsu move that is a form of submission, which is a lethal form of submission, on someone who is just a regular human being, a citizen. But we're not looked at in the black community as human beings. I sat today and watched so many different videos where the police, if there's a white person next to a black person, I hate to say it, the cops would let the people pass and protest, or if they're talking to a black person, they would arrest the black person or pepper spray the black person and then antagonize them. So law enforcement right now is reaping what they have sown for so many decades. And if you look at history, and that's the problem and the reason why they don't teach history, is because you see the injustices that have been happening throughout the black community over the decades, the centuries, and I mean it's building up like a rubber band and it's popping. The problem I have is our black community, we are not prepared to defend ourselves. And you know what? If it came down to it, we're going to stay conquered and we're going to continue to be conquered if we don't realize that. You don't have to take over. We're going into a new form of society, you know what I mean? With artificial intelligence and technology, a lot of unknowns are coming. But the problem is a lot of Americans, white and black, are getting stuck with losing their jobs, losing their resources, and nobody likes that. Everyone wants the same thing. They want to take care of their family. We want the nice house with the white picket fence and a nice stable community and education for our children. That's all we want.
Right. And this is my thing. I think I talked to my wife about this morning, and I was like, you know, when are they going to start getting, instead of looting businesses, when are they going to start in people's homes? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. That's the scary part, and that's what they're scared of. So that incident that happened in Georgia, where Ahmaud Arbery was killed, that's an overreaction to what they are prepared for. They're so fearful that someone's gonna come in and like Benny said, kick in the door, waving the 4-4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they don't understand it's not always like that, and statistics have shown that overwhelmingly, unfortunately, because that's all they know, and we're in our own community, you see black on black crime.
Yeah.
You know, and it's okay if it's black on black, you know, but as soon as it becomes black on white or white on black, you know, it's an overreaction, and I think that needs to stop because the media, come on, let's face it, they're run by a certain few people in that are in charge. I mean, I'm not going to call any names. Those people that are woke and have studied into this stuff, they know that these corporations are, you know, very few owned, and so they control the information. If they're constantly painting the narrative a certain way, but yet the statistics show that white crime is higher than black on black crime, come on, man, we just really falling for the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, man, like I said before, man, we're gonna get together, man, because we got to do our XJ collaboration. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, I got another channel that I talk about it, the XJW stuff. But if I do a collaboration between me and him, it's gonna be on here. You all can tune into it live, and then it's gonna be transferred over there. You know what I'm saying? So true A&R, man. Like I said before, we're gonna get together, man. You know, we're gonna really get into some you know, every time you talk about that mess, man, it's fun anyway, you know.
Right, no doubt. You know, I like like to chop it up, and I like to be respectful. I like to encourage everyone out there to still be safe out there. Have respect for one another. Remember that this illness, it is real. It's going around. Protect yourself. Work hard for your family. If you got a job, if you don't, much peace, much security to you coming your way. Hopefully, everyone just have a good weekend going forward.
All right, then, my man. You easy now.
All right, take care. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Hey, man, you see, I got myself surrounded by a whole bunch of people, man. You see my clique, man. You see my clique, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, shoot, those 8 dwarves, man. They can't. They don't have even a speck of the knowledge that we have, man, or the understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to do. You got to surround yourself. Around people, including you, because you in that circle too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of information out there, man, and the watchtower keeps you in a box, man. But I mean, so much information out there.
Yeah. Did you see the other video though? He sent me another video of the truck driver, and I wonder if something's going on happening. Okay, check this out, man. I'm trying to see what you would do in this situation. Matter of fact, I might be able to pull the video up. This is crazy, man. I'm gonna do this, play this video, then I got one more call I got to do, then I'm gonna shut it down. Let me see. Let's see. Can we get advanced? No, we can't do advanced. Let's see. Go here. No, I don't want to share that. I want to share this Facebook Live right here. That's what I want to share. There it is. Now. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
You see yourself?
Yeah.
No, but you see the screen, the video.
Yeah, I see the video.
Okay. Look at that right there.
Oh shoot! Now who is this?
Now this is a truck driver, and I mean, me as a driver, I probably would do the same thing. I think what happened was they were trying to loot this FedEx truck. Now this is my thing. Now, what in the world does this right here have to do with it? Now I must use that argument now. If I was out there and I was participating in the in the protest, me personally, I would leave this truck alone. Given that I'm a truck driver, I would leave it alone. But somebody got killed, I believe.
Wow.
He drove under somebody.
Drove under. Or did he rode over somebody?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he held down the horn.
Oh shit.
Look, you see that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna saw my play because they might take this video to flag it as inappropriate. But
well, I mean, shoot, I mean, that's on. It's kind of like entering at your own risk. For one thing, you not step in front of a moving vehicle. I don't care how mad you is.
Yeah.
That's one thing you don't do. I mean, you entering at your own risk at this point. You go into a burning building, fall down on you. I mean, no matter how mad you are at America, you got to think logically, man. Just like I said, man, these people are not part of the protest. These people are a lot of these people, I feel they've been quarantined so long, they want excuse to get out the house. And sometimes we're lumping everybody in the same thing. When anarchy starts, you know what I'm saying? Just like we talking about the white supremacists, right? A lot of these people cannot wait until something pop off. They've been training with their guns for years. They go in the backwoods and they shooting stuff up. They've been training obstacle courses, doggone Hunger Games stuff in their backyard.
Yeah.
They can't wait for something to pop off. So just like these people doing this looting and stuff, a lot of people couldn't wait for something to pop off because they like chaos. You know what I'm saying? But the people who's really protesting, we're getting lumped into it because they're using our thing as an opportunity to cause chaos, and that's ridiculous. But I mean, hey, it's kind of like the Darwin Awards, man. You jump in front of a moving truck. I mean, at that point, I mean, it's just like running across the freeway. I mean, sometimes you can't stop. And he's in that big thing. He probably didn't see the person underneath there. But I mean, sometimes you gotta think logically, man. You know what I'm saying? You play dumb games, you get
Yeah.
dumb prizes. You know what I'm
It's kind of
saying?
like this, and I mean, when I was watching it, he could have been pulled over, on the side of the street or maybe even at the light. As me as a driver, I'm just trying to think how I was, over the road. And he has a sleeper, so
Yeah.
that's pretty scary, man. You know what I'm saying? You
But also,
driving.
yeah, but no, go ahead, go. I'm make a point. You
No,
can
no.
go ahead.
What I'm saying is, okay, you got to think as a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? Like you are from, you've been driving for a long time and everything like that. And so then here it is. I don't know if he was like pulled over because the truck was still in motion. What I'm thinking is that he could have been in the sleeper or something like that. Pulled on the side of the road. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then woke up and there's a whole bunch of people on there. That's some
Yeah,
scary stuff, man.
yeah, yeah.
Cause he pulled off. Cause I mean, shoot, they could have done anything to him, man.
Exactly. That's the point to make too. When you go back to the LA riots in '92, they pulled that man out that truck in the middle of the intersection, took that rock and smashed his face with it. You see what I'm saying? You never
Yeah,
know what people do. You never know who's part of this crowd. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And it's just like I'm saying. You live in certain neighborhoods, and that's what I'm saying. You live in certain neighborhoods, you understand that there's good and bad in every group. And so even within this protest, there's good and bad in every group. Even
hmm,
within this protest, we watching white people or policemen kill us. There's still niggas out there will not touch a white person. They'll go for a black person first. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Even in prison, the most segregated place on earth where you have the areas, everything is black people to themselves. A black man in prison will only attack another black person, even though they know the fact that you know what I'm saying? So it's like you never know who's in your group. And so,
yeah,
yeah. So I mean, that dude, you never know what his mindset was. And again, you can't jump in front of a moving truck, man. I'm not gonna do that, no matter how mad I am. I'm gonna sit here on the sidelines. If I gotta throw a rock through your window, I'm not gonna jump in front of your truck like I'm talking Wildy Coyote and the road runner
exactly.
come and run it down. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no coming back from that, man. It's not Grand Theft Auto. You can just start and you get another life. You get
Yeah,
ran over, that's it. Your game over.
yeah, exactly. They people they think they living in a video game or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
video game. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
die, so I just push the button. I come back.
right.
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
that's not
get
how
no
it is.
restart on that mission. You remember on San Andreas they had that riot mission?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see that? Yeah,
yeah,
folks got it twisted, man. They think they living
exactly.
in that.
Yeah,
You
exactly. Yeah,
you
but I
know.
mean, going back, man. Even truthfully, I think that it's bigger than the police. I mean, the police are tools in this whole game of the American hierarchy. And you got to look at the fact that why the police feel so safe doing this on camera. You know what I'm saying? When your job is to protect and serve. If my job is protect and serve, I'm doing anything other than that, like me at my job, and I go out there doing something wild, I get fear of getting in trouble. I go out there and steal mail, I'm going to prison. So if the police feel safe killing a group of people, then you gotta look at somebody behind there also pulling the strings. You gotta go up to the judge, the judiciary level, the judge level, and even to the politicians and things like that.
Hmm.
We sometimes looking and saying, okay, it's the police. No, it's bigger than the police because just like it'd be hypocritical to me to say you can't look at all black people and say we're bad. We can't look at all police and say they're all bad too. It's a system, a subculture behind that. We gotta look and say, what's the subculture behind this? Why they feel so safe doing this? Go back to the
Yeah,
foundation, man. The foundation of the police department. It was a slave catcher. They were meant to preserve slavery. So the
yeah,
mindset is the fact that we got to keep these black people in order. And if they defy us, we got to put them back in their place.
yeah.
You know
Let
what
me
I'm
see
saying?
if I can get Michael A&M. He'll be yeah. You hear me now?
Oh yeah, yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
let me see if I can get Michael A&M on real quick, and that'll be our last call, and I'll have you close out and everything like that.
All right.
Yeah, can't hear it, man. That dude, man, he professional as hell, man. Yeah, he got a. Anytime you call somebody, they got a freaking Google voice. Yo, be talking some bad shit about him, man. This
Oh,
dude professional as hell, man. He said, "You have reached Michael A.
man.
M." It's like, yo,
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's
dude,
good. I like
yeah,
that,
he
man.
professional as hell, man.
Yeah, that's cool, dude, man.
He
That's
gonna hear
cool.
that, he gonna bust out laughing, man.
Yeah, that's
I tell you
cool.
who I am. I tell you who I am about to call. I'm about to be a troll real quick. I'm about to call my JW parents. I'm kidding. That'll be something, ain't it?
Yeah.
That'll be a conversation. I ought to call my dad or something like that. He'll probably be like, "Son, I told you, this is a sign of the times, Let me see something.
Oh yeah, your volume's low again.
Hey, Jumongi, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
My wife on the line, man. Hey, what's going on, babe?
Hey.
Hey, yeah, you on live.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so what's your take on this situation? I know we talked before, but you got some things you want to say? Your views on this whole situation and everything like that?
It's just really conflicted feelings. Of course, I'm tired of, my people being slain because there's really no other word for it. And I don't condone violence. I'm not a violent person, rioting, looting, but, I've been a part of peaceful protests. There's been a lot of peaceful protests and nothing seems to be changing. So I understand why people are angry and why they're lashing out because they want to be heard. And not everybody. Just like there's never 100% of anything. So there's people doing it for the right reasons, there's people doing it for the wrong reasons. And I'm not saying that, destroying property, setting fires and doing all of that is the best way. But peacefully protesting doesn't seem to be the best way either. Even when you try to kneel and simply say nothing, you're wrong for that. So I understand why people are angry. I'm angry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't really know the right way to go about handling the situation. I don't.
Yeah, because it feels like it's just been a series of stuff, so it's not like it's been spread apart. It's like it's been a session of it. This one week this happened, next week lady trying to make something more of what it was, because that was going to be a big thing. That Karen, she tried to show her ass and everything like that. So I mean, it's been a session of stuff that's been going on. So
Yeah,
people are fed up.
Been going on for years and years and
Yeah.
years, and like someone has said, it's not that this is just happening; it's just being recorded.
Yeah.
There was no proof. We knew it was happening, but nobody was recording. So, people get more angry about animals being killed or abused, than to see a person on the street. And they try to hold people's past and this and that against them. But, when someone looks at you and judges you based off the color of their skin, they don't know anything about your history.
They don't know anything about what you've done before that moment. So that argument is invalid to me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that doing those things are right, but it also does not give someone else the right to take your life,
Yeah.
based off of that. But that's out of this argument because no one knows that. All they know is you fit the description, and that's not even always the case. Sometimes people in their own home and get slayed because they ended up in the wrong house or somebody asking for help and they get killed for that. So it doesn't matter what we do.
Yeah. And what we talked about earlier, was the president said that he talked to the victim's family, right? How about a tweet from the actual victim's family member said the conversation was very rushed, but Donald Trump said they were honored to speak with me. So he was embellishing that conversation so much.
Well, I mean, are we really surprised? He embellishes probably 95% of what he says, so that's not surprising at all. Most of what he tweets about is embellished. Even when he's doing the press conferences. And when people press him on his embellishments, then he lashes out like a child and he won't allow people to speak or he'll storm off and have a tantrum.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's all I want to know. You hear the kids in the background. I got this shut this thing down, because I know that you need some relief out there. And once again, y'all, this is the person that lets me get on here and do live stream. Notice I said let.
Yeah. I won't hold him back. Okay? Do your live stream. Just pick a good time.
You know what I'm saying? I got to jab at you a little bit, and all that good stuff. Yep. But we about to wrap it up and everything like that. We just want to hear from you. I can warm it up. That's why we got microwave. I can get that radiation. Jumongi, you hear that? That radiation?
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
Let me stop. But yeah,
Yep.
but all right, Jay. I see a little bit. I love you. Yeah. All right. That's my queen, man. What I'm saying? Yeah, my queen. So man, what you got to close out on, man? Go ahead say your final piece.
Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, man, we can't let emotion take us off our logic and start thinking like they do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, when you look at what's going on now, with the riots and things like that, and they always want to deflect. It's all about deflection. First, I want to speak on the black on black crime. And it somehow makes it all right for another black person to get killed. When you have 83% of white people killing other white people, I can guarantee you, if a white person went in a neighborhood and killed a little white girl riding her bicycle, they would be at the Capitol with rifles. And that police did not get charged. He walking free. Nobody finna bring up, well, what about white on white crime? What about all those mass shootings? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When America got attacked on 9/11, they went over to a whole nother country and looted that whole country. No one said, what about white on white or American on American crime, man? Why y'all worried about the Twin Towers getting took down? Y'all kill each other every day. Nobody said that. Stop with that bullshit, man. Stop deflecting from that. We are mad. We keep getting jacked up in the street like we're animals. It don't matter about black on black crime. Everybody kills each other in their proximity. If I live around you, I'm hungry, I'm gonna kill you. Lions kill lions. Understand what I'm saying? It's nature. We kill each other. But that does not excuse people who we expect to protect us in our neighborhood. As far as peacefully protesting, we have a history of peacefully protesting, and that does not work. That doesn't work because in their minds, it don't matter what you're talking about. You got to get in the ring with savage animals. You can't peacefully be. You got to go in there like them. You know what I'm saying? So throughout history, when they want something done, they go with violence and everything else. So why can't we? You know what I'm saying? It's like they expect us to be in a certain place. We're not in that place no more. It's not 1750, 1442. In a place where we should be viewed as humans. We
Yeah.
not sitting here quiet, and we don't have to sit here and be in a certain place. You can't tell us how to protest, how to express our frustration if you're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
And,
We can't.
let me add this on there, man. Also too, the way I see it, they better be kind of lucky that how many people own weapons here in America?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they better be lucky because this mess could really get really out of hand. You know, Trump told some when they start looting, start shooting
Mhm.
or something like that. That's when the shooting starts. Something like that. He was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and my thing is like, you know, it's property damage going on, but it could have been worse because I mean they're not really going after government buildings.
Mhm.
I think they're more police, police stations and everything like that. But when it
Yeah.
comes to offices, like when they went down to the White House, did they bone rush the White House? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Did
Yeah.
they go after the state buildings
Mhm.
and everything like that? So
Mhm.
I mean, it's like it could be worse.
It
You
could be.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, it really could be worse.
Yeah, but we can't let emotions dictate a lot of stuff. Sometimes we gotta sit back and think, what is our goal, man? Are we
Yeah,
trying to get this man in prison? Because what I've seen in history, man, is that a lot of times action is not taking place till we start tearing stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Action, the police would not have been arrested if we didn't start going out there. A lot of stuff they do in response to the fact that we don't want them tearing stuff up, so let's go ahead and put this man in jail. Other than that,
hmm
they sit there and say, well, you know what? He feared for his life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not for looting or against it. I understand. But the thing is, you gotta understand sometimes when you gotta get change, man, we were taught this culture. We were taught the thug culture by enslavers. We were taught how to loot and go against people we felt as threatening our freedom. We taught that by those enslaved us. So when we show our ass how y'all taught us to do, y'all want
yeah.
to get mad. We taught that in the Industrial Revolution, man. We seen all them go over there and looting all this stuff, man. We seen all
Yeah,
this. Yeah. So anyway,
yeah,
that's my closing thought, man. Just don't let emotions take over your response, man. Think logically, man, because I mean, as a dude said on the phone, we're not ready for no war, man. We might talk all our mess and things like that, but we're outnumbered, outgunned. We got to be more strategic with this thing.
yeah, exactly. Yep. With that said, my man, I'm about to shut this thing down. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
hopefully the next live stream, I'm probably gonna do another XJW collab. But I just want to, hear a lot of people's thoughts on this. And I mean, pretty much everybody's in the same views as the same way.
Uh-huh.
That how I'm viewing it. Of course, there's been some who can never understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people they look at it as okay, well, some people they say, well, there's no difference between white people and black people. What goes on with the police? We have people that we have martyrs too. That was some people say, but the way I see that is not so much as I think somebody posted a statistic. Basically, it said that more white people get arrested than black people, and what I get from that is that maybe they're not really understanding the real argument as to why we are upset. It's not so much as the number of arrests, it's about what goes on during those arrests.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do those arrests end up with the person being killed? How many of those?
Mm-hmm.
And also too, man, we're still dealing with that slavery that we came from. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because for the first time in history, when it came to that, everybody was basically at risk of being a slave if they didn't have their papers on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You take any person that was dark complexion from all across the globe, when you put yourself back in 1840, if you didn't have your papers with you, you was enslaved. So how in the world could that be the same kind of slavery that we were doing back then in Africa? You know what I'm saying? How is that the same? There weren't nobody asking for no papers or nothing like that,
Mm-hmm.
or judging people based upon their skin color and stuff like that. No, none of that wasn't going on. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there is definitely a problem, and hopefully, if people can find what the solutions, and that's what's needed. But anyway, man, I'm gonna shut this thing down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have a good one out there. Stay tuned for my next live stream. All right, Jumanji, peace.
All right, man. Peace.